Competitive gymnastics is a sport coached by experience. Well, what's it like when you get thrown into coaching gymnastics with no experience at all? Hello there, I'm Patricia, Aponte, Santiago, staff reporter for The Hornet, and today I'm talking with Lawrence Follett, personal trainer, nutritionist, and gymnastics coach. So, Lawrence, give us a little background on what you do.
So I have been training people now for just about a year in personal training, but I've been a gymnastics coach for my incoming 4th season. I love it. I wish I could be more involved than I already am, but working 6 days a week seems like quite a bit.
That's insane.
Yeah, right?
That is a lot.
So, but in total, I'm working 7 days a week, including the personal training business as well. So I actually went from being a commercial trainer for the last 7 months from the beginning of the year, and now own my own private business that I'm running out of my garage.
In your garage?
In my garage.
Like people come and then they just
People come and then I train them, and then we give out programs, and people have my phone number and they text message me if they need help or call me.
Is it like a scheduled thing?
I have a schedule. I have a shared calendar with all of my clients, so they know when and where time is available.
Yeah, so it's like you kind of just talk to them about are you available? Come on in.
Exactly.
Wow, it's because you do that, and then you also are a gymnastics coach, correct?
Yes.
How did you get thrown into coaching gymnastics if you did not have any experience at all?
That's a great question. Do you want to tell people that I'm your coach?
Yes.
Okay.
Here, Lawrence is my coach.
Okay.
This is how I know.
Yes.
But yeah, so tell us about that. Why did you how did you get thrown into it, and why?
So I guess if I'm gonna start with my big background, so I did martial arts since I was 8,
Okay.
and then did that until I was 21, and I decided then that I wanted to see more of what life has to offer, because at that point in time I was putting anywhere, depending on the week, from at minimum 30 hours, if not over 40 hours a week, just dedicated to training.
Wow.
Yeah.
You wanted something different then.
Yeah, because it was a lot. It was a full lifestyle change. I would my whole day was centered around practicing Taekwondo.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Whoa.
So I wanted to do something different. And I'd already gotten a job somewhere else. And I had also started dedicating time to another sport called martial arts tricking, and that it required me to also kind of take my both physical and mental energy and kind of move it around a little bit more, because I was already putting so much time into Taekwondo, but I really wanted to pursue that. So that was the direction that I headed initially. I wanted to either take tricking professionally or turn into a stunt actor initially. So I just decided to run with that. My first year out from quitting Taekwondo, which really sucked, by the way.
Yeah.
Saying the word quitting, it
more
sucks.
Retired.
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 That's a perfect way. So my first year out of there, I believe, my first 8 months, I was still training at our gym. Shout out Straight A's Gymnastics. Great place. And so they offered me, as I was trying to actually train some of the kids there, she offered me a job to train as to coach as the ninjas coach. So Ninja Zone was initially kind of parkour and tricking and just trying to learn things a little bit outside of gymnastics, for the people who don't know what that is. But I was offered that initially, so that would be recreation. And then within a couple of weeks, Coach Nicole actually offered me to be a competitive coach.
Yeah.
And that was how I initially got kind of thrown in there. You can thank your coach Jean for actually throwing me in there. She Jean is a great character at our gym.
Yes.
But so I was the only guy coach at the gym at the time. I know you just had another guy coach just step out.
Yeah, he just quit.
But I know how much you guys needed a guy coach. You and everybody else would tell me how much about how guy coaches just come and go.
I know. When you came in, we were like, so are you going to leave us or are you going to stay?
That was very sad for me to hear, by the way. It was frustrating. But so our lovely coach, Jean, she decided to throw me under one of the kids vaulting a level 9, level 10 vault, a Yurchenko pike. And so I had actually done zero spotting. I kind of understood basics, how to flip. Never seen a vault table really in my entire life up until I walked into the gym and was there reoccurringly. Even when I was training there on my own during the open gyms,
Yeah.
I never touched it, realistically. So she put me under Sophia and said, make sure she doesn't hit her head and flip her over.
And you went, okay.
Yeah. And so at the time, it was, let's see, that was probably about, I want to say November. I started working in August. And at that point in time, that was kind of around the time that I also started to get sick.
Oh.
Yeah. So it was a very
tragic time.
It was certainly an interesting time for me in my life. And so I did it. I actually ended up doing something to like one of my ribs. I don't.
Wait, what?
Did
you break your rib?
I didn't break my rib, but I definitely did something. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but I didn't pop a rib out, but like the muscles got so tight that it started to pull against my rib. I had a friend like 6 months later pop it right back in. It was good to go. So
that cannot be healthy.
Yeah, I'm fine now.
I mean, as long as you're walking and breathing, I guess it's fine.
Yeah. At that time, that was like what I needed to do maximally.
That's insane though. Like you just popped it back in.
It was Well, he did like a not physical therapy. Why can't I think of the word right now? Chiropractic adjustment.
Oh.
Yes.
Did he have experience in that?
Yes.
Oh, okay. As long as he had experience.
Funny enough, he actually did it on the rod floor, the old rod floor.
Wait, what?
He did it
at the gym?
At the gym.
Wow. So right in the moment.
Yes.
Was it just like a spontaneous thing? Like, let me just pop it back in.
Oh, no. I told him about it. I'd been talking to him about it for a couple weeks. Well, because it's actually one of the doctor. The doctor comes to the open gym. It's him.
Oh.
Yes. So yeah, he's got a lot of experience. So I would frequently share some stuff.
Did it hurt?
It was like a quick pinch and then immediate relief. Like I was laying down for 5 minutes. It was heaven.
Wow. So it was a good experience,
yes.
I guess then.
But I guess to get more back to your question. So my first season was the season we had the fire. So
yeah.
So my first season was crazy. Learning to spot, and then trying to work in 3 or 4 different locations every single week, and then still trying to help you guys compete.
Yeah.
And also at the same time, because I was sick during that time too, also trying to regain my health, all in the same thing. And so right after that, funny enough, I thought about quitting.
After
first season.
Really? Was it that bad?
No. Well, the problem wasn't necessarily that the job was bad. The problem was I was dealing with so much.
It was too much.
I was just getting over being sick. I was also, I was trying to figure out the relationship things. And we were ending our season, and there's a lot of more mental strain and physical strain on me because
it was just too much.
It was
overwhelming.
So I needed to take a step back. So I can't remember if anybody convinced me or if I convinced myself. I think initially I wanted to quit, and then I decided that I would at least stay at rec and do ninja.
Oh, wait, is that why you started doing ninja?
That's why that whole summer I was just doing ninja, and then you guys would see me walk in. Oh my gosh, I can't even begin to tell you. When I would walk in the gym and you would guys would all stop whatever you're doing and be like, "Oh my god. Hi, Coach Lawrence," all together.
Hi, Lawrence.
Oh my! I can't even begin to tell you that euphoric feeling that did for me. That I think probably was a big reason as to why
why you stayed.
Got pulled back in, because of the community that you guys have, and how tight knit everybody is together.
Yeah.
And so I decided at the end of that summer, going back into school again, I was very hesitant at first because what happened the first year.
Yeah, it was hard. I mean, it was your
really
first year.
Rough. Well, yeah, and for all of that to happen at the same time.
Yeah, the fire.
Yes.
Moving from gym to gym.
Yes. So it was craziness. And so coming back in, I was very hesitant, and I decided to help out where I could. And I think it wasn't that season that I started working with your team most. I think it was more the Excel team that I got more
I remember
with.
that you left us. And
she just gave me this terrible look.
You left us, and you went on with Excel, and we were like, why do you leave us? Excuse me.
But then I would still pop in on Fridays.
That is true.
So But so that my second season, it was a lot smoother. It was still, I think, because I was going to Cal State, Long Beach.
Yeah.
At the same time, and trying to figure out all of that during season. Again, super rough. And I was actually going halftime at the time because of what happened the previous year. I really needed to figure things out. I would say my favorite season so far was actually our most recent one.
Really?
It was our third season.
I feel like because you're more experienced, it's just like it's only going to get better.
Yes. It's only gotten better since, I would say, even coming in now to our next season, I'm having a great time. I'm actually able to like push everybody, like, and actually effectively train everybody as well. Like you're improving a lot right now. You improved yesterday.
It's getting there.
So I'm very excited to see what you guys do this season. I'm actually already looking forward to the next one as well. I don't know how long it's gonna last. I wish it could last forever.
Yeah, but almost finished.
I know, right? But especially for you.
Especially for me.
Yeah, we got like what? It is 2 seasons for you.
2 seasons left. Yeah, 2 years.
We're gonna see what we can do for you, and then we'll see. Maybe we get you to 9. That'd be crazy.
If I could get to 9, I don't know. That's shooting high, but we'll see what happens.
I'll call your double back.
Okay. So just throw in the double back and I'll be fine. Wow. So that experience sounds like a lot because you were just kind of thrown into it.
Yeah.
100%. Especially with the fire.
100%. It was honestly going through all of my stuff through college was probably the most rough because I was having to focus on school for the most part and trying to graduate. It wasn't until probably this last year when I was finally done that I really like dove into more research on what works, what's going to be effective, like station work for you guys, skill work, conditioning, all that other stuff, that now it's like I have a really good sense of when to move certain variables for you guys, and then even depending on the day, trying to use your exhaustion levels and your fatigue levels to an advantage. Because if I was just pushing you to,
die.
Exactly. Yes, effort level death.
Exactly.
But if I was to do that every single session, like you would have no hands to do bars. You would have
we would just be wasted.
Your shin splints would be absolutely atrocious, and that would be no way to train. So I try to, when I can, pull back for you guys because I think, don't tell your other coaches that I said this, but
they're probably gonna listen to this after.
Probably, but I understand, I think, more from an athletic standpoint of what it's like to train 5, 6, 7 times a week, and then even decide to do it on your own downtime when you can, when you're not exhausted. Like it's a huge mental jump for you guys all the time. And so if I can kind of ease that a little bit and then actually help you guys move forward when it's like, all right, you've gotten a little bit of a mental breather, you're, all of the soreness is kind of gone, right?
Yeah.
Then it's like, okay, now we can actually make a push because that means that your body's kind of adapted to the training and now we're ready to take a step forward.
During the beginning of our season, the gym burnt down. And then the sprinklers went on for 8 hours, ruining all of our equipment. And that was also his first year. So it was kind of like...
I ruined my nice pair of white shoes the day after the fire.
Not the shoes.
I did. They were white, and then they never were white again.
Was it because you left them at your gym? Or like...
No, it's because I helped clean out the diving foam
I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
That was a lot. Because we had to help clean up the gym, too. And that was hard work and dedication.
Yes.
Especially because either the gym was burnt or wet.
Yep.
Or moldy. And that is not...
That was very interesting. I'd never had to do such a big cleanup. I've done some other like renovation stuff for when I was at Taekwondo. So I've actually renovated. You
know a lot of things. That's the thing. Then it's like if you went to college and like you majored in every single thing you could possibly think of.
I wouldn't say everything. I know
almost everything. 99%.
Okay, I'll let you say that. 99%.
I don't know, like you just kind of know about everything. I didn't know you were a nutritionist until like a little while ago, which makes a lot more sense because when you talk to me about food, I'm just like, how do you know this stuff?
Well, I mean, before I was even a nutritionist, I'm doing my own
from
own training. Like I'm coaching myself.
Yeah.
So it's like it's the same thing with like the training that we talked about with you guys in gymnastics.
Yeah.
For my own stuff and even for my clients, it's quite literally just moving small variables at a time. If I were to move, multiple things at once, then it would be a problem because then I don't know what's working.
Yeah.
But like, for instance, with myself, I know we just talked about this on the way here, right? I'm trying to pull a 3 times body weight deadlift. And so I'm having to cut weight. So this morning when I weighed in at 190, it's like, okay, I have 5 more pounds to lose, but I have 3 weeks to do it. And then I'm just going to be backing down the carbs a little bit because I'm going to need as many as I can to make my sessions, as energized as I can. So it's like, that's essentially what I'm trying to do with you guys as a gymnastics coach. Like, I don't take care of the nutrition stuff for you guys because number one, there's so many of you.
Yeah.
But if I can do that in a way where it's like, you guys have very skill-based training, and so doing the same thing repetitively is what causes you guys to get a lot of injuries, ankle injuries, knee injuries, hip injuries, back, neck, shoulder, like
everything, the whole shebang.
It's because you guys have so much reoccurring use of those joints all the time. And so if you walk in on a day and you're like, man, my shin splints are like terrible right now, I can barely walk, or like right now for your heel, I can barely walk, it's like, well, then we're not doing bolt, or we're not running at all, or floor, that's not happening. Beam barely is happening, so we're gonna be a bar specialist until that goes away. And
then only with that, like, I feel like if I do too much of something, I just I get burnt out.
Understandable. And that's where I think the discipline aspect comes in for you guys, which is why I know you're kind of like, everything, 99% of everything. It's like, I don't know everything. I think the biggest part is, I guess, coming from my experience and being in that position where you basically drown yourself in the sport that you're doing. You have to know when motivation is going to be there, when it is going to burn out, and then having the discipline behind it because you've already done the work prior. Yeah. Doing the work is not the hard part. I think more of the mental aspect is hard for you guys. So if I can offer you guys advice in those moments, that's when I will step up and offer you, words of motivation because you guys need it. It's hard. You guys defy gravity 24/7. Like, most people are not doing that. Yeah. And so like, and I do it too, to my own standard.
To my own standard, not to brag, but
not to your guys' standard, but I still do my own thing. So I understand the mental struggle that it takes for you guys to get into that headspace of like, okay, I need to do this, and then turn my body, just tweak it a little bit, and then land, and then step out, and then turn and continue. It's really difficult. And so if you're feeling really burnt out that day, and it's like, I've talked to you. You've seen me talk to other gymnasts when they're like literally at the brink of like
they're
breaking.
Like on their deathbed.
Mentally. Deathbed. Yes, but they like, that's where my position as a coach like really steps up. Yeah, I think that part is the most important part of my job for you guys. Yeah, is stepping up and being like, okay, she is not in a position right now to give her best effort. But at least what I can do right now, like let's say you're injured, or maybe you're maybe having an emotional breakdown, at the very least I can be there for you and try and help you through the situation as best I can, whether it's adjusting what you do for the day or it's sitting down and talking with you for a couple minutes. Sometimes it is letting you guys kind of cry things out and just being there for you and trying to offer a little bit of solution when you're ready to talk about it. But I think that's the most important aspect out of me being a coach for you guys.
Yeah. Because I feel like since gymnastics is such like a mental sport, it's not just because like, oh, I'm scared of this skill. It could also be like stuff going out like outside of the gym, and that's just gonna affect everything.
Knowing what I know, especially about, because you're hitting it nail on the head right now. When you guys get stuck, like, I think the majority of it is not that you're actually terrified of the skill, especially when we do 1,000 stations and 1,000 drills. Like, your body's at a point where it's like, all right, I'm kind of bored of this. Like, that's going to feel like normal to me. I think then it's a lot of the outside external circumstances that are affecting you guys on a day-to-day.
It's just like messing with, because it's like, if you're not in the right headspace, then your body's not going to like want to do anything.
Right. And then if you're forcing yourself to do it, then you're basically just asking to bail.
Yeah, it's like there's no win-win situation here if you're not mentally right.
And I guess that also puts me Another part of my job that is the most important is actually spotting you guys. Also, I know we touched on that earlier about like, just getting thrown into like catching somebody, right? But I've now countless times had so many
You've saved lives.
I've saved lives. I've had so many mini heart attacks that last like 3 months specifically.
And I've watched quite a couple of them. I've experienced quite a couple of them too.
So I am that is the one part of my job that makes me feel like a superhero, legitimately. Is when I catch you guys out of the air and then set you down nicely.
I feel like that's why we needed a male coach too.
Big time.
Because like, yes, you can have a female coach like spot you, but like feel like it's different when you have like male like, because like what if like I'm in the air and I'm just gonna like fall on my head or something. I don't think my other coach is gonna be like, oh no, let me catch you. I think she's just gonna watch me fall and break my neck.
There's a couple of them that you have watched over all the fives.
Yeah.
All the level 5s, like right before.
I remember I saw with one of the gymnasts, she was doing a roundabout cancer back tuck, and then she like was about to fall on her head, and you just caught her like upside down. I feel like she would have died if.
She definitely would have gotten hurt, unless she kept rotating. But I mean, we
But it didn't look like she was going to keep on rotating.
No, but we don't know that. So, but I'm glad that I was able to be there for her. And then it sucked that she did it again within like 5 minutes. That was rough. That was rough. I know for her that
mentally.
Yes, because then afterwards she had a full mental block.
No, yes, I get that. It's just like once you like bail or you do something like very, very dumb that you did not mean to do, your mind's gonna be like, oh, I can't do this skill anymore. Like, I'm so done. I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
But I do remember this one time where I was about to like fully just like fall on my face on the bars.
Oh yeah.
I was doing a giant and my hand fully slipped. And if it wasn't for you grabbing my wrist, I would have. I think I have a feeling I just would have died. Like, what if like something really bad happened? I was just out for the season. Like, I feel like that was possible.
It's always possible, but we take it as it comes.
No, yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's why you really need a male coach, because it was. I know that for one of our older gymnasts, she's not with us anymore, but she was having a rough time because one of our male coaches had left. Okay. And since she was like, one of the higher levels, she actually needed someone there. Not because we do have. Our other coaches, like, they would have been perfectly fine to help her. But I feel like having a male coach is different because, of course, you are able to spot better in the sense of where you have more strength. But in the sense of just having, like, a male coach, like, actually just, like, focusing on, like, okay, this is what you need to improve. Because there's a lot of us. There is a lot of us. And it's hard when you only have a couple of coaches there. Yeah. But, I mean, now we have you, so it's all good. Yeah. Did you know that you were going to get thrown into this?
Nope. Zero clue. Legitimately, if I'm going to be quite honest, the reason why I took the job initially is I got free open gyms. So,
No, because I remember, because when me and my teammates would do open gym, we would see you, and then I remember once, you just, like, walked into the gym, like on a non-open gym day, and we were like, what is he doing here? Like, what the heck?
Yeah, you guys were so standoffish with me at the beginning.
No, we weren't. Well, okay. Because usually,
I know.
when we get, like, a new coach, like, especially a new male coach, we're like,
all right.
Like, okay, great. Like, this is gonna be awesome. He's gonna come in and leave us. Yeah. So we kind of, like, stutter, like,
understandable.
We weren't distant, but, like, we knew that we couldn't get too attached to you as like a brother or something because then you would just leave. Sure. But then, I mean, now I know that you're not going to leave without a trace. Like, if you do end up leaving, which eventually you probably will, you'll be like, hey, I'm leaving. Yeah. You won't just be like, oh, I'm going to come in, and then the next day I'm just not going to come back and say nothing. Right. Because that's happened quite a lot of times. Okay. We would have a male coach, right? We would have him come in one day for practice, and then the next practice, he was gone. And we didn't know why. He didn't say anything. We'd be like, we would actually have to ask our coach, like, hey, is he coming in today? And he's like, oh, no, he quit. Nice. And we're just like, oh, cool. Thanks for your support. But, I mean, if it wasn't for that, then I guess you wouldn't be here.
Sure. I think the kind of similar topic on like male coaching, especially because, so I guess for other people listening, I only coach female gymnastics. We don't have a male gymnastics team at our gym. So being the only guy in the room half the time, except for our other guy coach who doesn't even coach competition gymnastics right now.
Yeah.
So I guess the majority of the time it's just me. It can be really rough dealing with.
Yeah, I feel like dealing with a bunch of like girls and like hormones and like drama.
Yes.
Especially with the little ones.
Especially the little ones?
Not the little ones, more like the middle school. Yeah, okay. The middle school, okay. Elementary.
Okay. I mean, yes and no. I would say
because I feel like there's a lot of times where like
they like to mess around. I think that's the majority of it is they like to mess around, and I am not one to stop the fun. I think I myself get in trouble for that sometimes.
I know. I've seen. You'll be like messing around with us, and then one of our coaches are just like, "Guys, get back to work."
But then we get work done, and we get good work done.
I know. It's like it's better to have like fun while actually getting it done. Exactly. I mean, of course, you want to be able to work hard and just like not be messing around the whole time, which of course happens sometimes. Yes, but it's better to actually enjoy what you're doing.
No, I want you guys to enjoy your sport.
Yeah.
So, but. I don't even think I touched my point earlier, or I didn't touch on it fully. So I guess, being a male coach for a bunch of girls, and then also my coworkers being all women.
Yes.
I don't realistically know how I deal with it.
It's like having a bunch of sisters.
Yes. So and then in a way, it definitely does feel like that sometimes, especially because I'm an only child.
Yeah.
So, but I think. I don't know. It's very interesting. I think maybe growing up, I actually had initially more female friends than guy friends, but and then middle school it changed, but then in high school it went right back to that where I had a lot more female friends than guy friends. I just seemed to get along with girls better in particular, but it just made it, I guess, feel easier, I guess. Not necessarily made it easier to coach because I think I was more familiar with it.
Yeah.
I was familiar with that dynamic.
Even if you didn't have sisters, you still like knew like.
Very much so.
Yeah.
And so I think that's why I work with your group the best, because that's, even in college, I will say, girls can also be the same. Women can be the same. So it's a familiar dynamic. And like you said, talking about like hormones and drama and all that other stuff, I'm able to kind of just like
that teenage girl life.
Yes, I'm able to juggle it, I guess, quite well with you guys and try to get you guys back on task. Although I know sometimes whatever's happening in your life outside of gymnastics really affects you inside gymnastics. So I try to keep it, quick with what's going on with you guys, try to address it. Maybe offer a solution if you need it, because I know half the time you guys are like, I don't know what's going on with my life. I don't
know what to do.
And so I'll talk you guys through it, and then we'll figure things out and move on from there, so we can actually get some good work done for that.
Yeah, day. I feel like because you work with a bunch of girls, you are now an experienced brother, I guess, if you could say that. Yes. I don't know, because I didn't think that when we would get a new male coach, you would have stayed this. If I'm gonna be honest, I didn't think you were gonna stay. I thought you were gonna leave. You were gonna come in and come back out. Like,
wow, that really hurts, Patty.
It's just with the experience but that was only like when you first joined us.
Sure.
Like when you like barely like actually did coach us, because it's just like of like our experience with like previous male coaches. It was kind of expected.
Yeah.
And I feel like because of like how often that happened, it was just kind of like expectation.
It's a pattern.
Yeah. But good news, you broke that pattern.
Yay.
Woohoo. So I can say that you are now like someone I know who is not gonna leave.
Yeah.
At least not without saying anything.
Of course.
Yeah. It kind of. If I'm gonna be honest, I didn't think it was actually gonna end up like this.
Nah.
So.
Well, now you're giving me, the opportunity to talk about gymnastics and coaching on a podcast.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
I
A
didn't think
very professional workspace.
Yeah, I didn't think I would actually be here today either. So
And no, it's like, I didn't think I'd be talking on a podcast with my coach who did not leave.
yeah. That's gonna be the main point. Oh, who's that guy? It's the guy who didn't leave my
It's
gym.
oh yeah, he's the guy who didn't leave.
Wow, it's a great introduction.
Exactly. It's to be like, hey guys, I'm here with the guy who didn't leave.
That's so terrible.
Yeah. Well, thank you for coming in and talking with us. This was Lawrence Follett, and you can find his contact info on his Instagrams at Lawrence Follett and at train.outlier.